Hi everyone, welcome back to Nasidyanka, the channel where I talk about Bulgarian history, culture, and faith. This continues my recent series that I called episode 12, letters A through I, and today we are on the letter H. So we're talking about modernism, different ideas, and articles which I actually decided to share as I translated and I'm delivering to you. So this comes from an article that was published on December 13th, 2013, and it addresses the old and the new style of the Orthodox Christian Church calendar. It relates to people's stories about miracles and signs pertaining to the correctness of the calendar, more so the Julian or old style calendar. The apparition of the Holy Cross of the Lord over the chapel or the church St. John the Theologian in Athens on the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross around midnight on September 26th, going into the 27th. The year is 1925, was recorded as one of those miracles. For this feast, more than 2,000 Christians, adherents to the old church calendar, gathered around 9 o'clock in the night before outside the chapel of St. John the Theologian on the outskirts of Athens, where an all-night vigil was held. Naturally, this assembly of the faithful did not go unnoticed by the police authorities, who appeared around 11 o'clock in the evening to maintain order, as they claimed. But whatever their task was, they were forced without hesitation to become a part of the multitude of believers, of the laity, who were already so numerous that they could not even gather in the churchyard. At 11:30 p.m. in the evening, a bright white cross appeared just above the church from the east. Its light completely overshadowed the stars, while at the same time it illumined the church and the courtyard as if someone had turned an electric lamp on them. The horizontal line of the heavenly cross was tilted to the right, and a second small cross of a smaller horizontal line was formed at the lower end of the perpendicular part. The celestial sign could be observed continuously for about half of an hour, after which it slowly began to fade. What happened after the appearance of the heavenly sign cannot be explained in plain words. All of those who were present at the vigil basically fell to their knees. They wept with excitement, and with one heart and one mouth, they began to sing and praise God. The policemen forgot about their original task, and they rediscovered in the depths of their hearts the faith of childhood. The church had become a cornerstone of another world, located beyond the borders of this earth. The people were seized with inexpressible and holy excitement, and so all wept. So the vigil continued until around 4 in the morning, after which the stream of people began to return to the city, and each described the miracle that had just happened during the night and filled everybody with excitement. So, doubtless, there will be those who don't believe, people who think that they are wiser and they doubt what happened. And of course, they will try to explain this phenomenon through magic and illusion, um, or else they will try to deny it with one or other invented arguments. But both sides of opponents will fail at their attempts at logical excuses, provided that one must take under account that the miracle was not a matter of a momentary passing. It wasn't some kind of a passing, short-termed bright vision, but it was rather a phenomenon that was observed for half of an hour or even a little more. A phenomenon that was seen, and it actually caused the same emotion and admiration in over 2,000 people. Today, this chapel, St. John the Theologian, where the significant event took place back then represents the borders of a new monastery, and no one dares talk about this wonderful event of that night. Nonetheless, the fact is that among those who witnessed, saw, and experienced and felt the fear and the reverence and the awe before this divine and shining cross, there were also representatives among them who were of the police. From all that has been said, the Bulgarian Orthodox Church believes that the appearance of the divine cross on the day when the exaltation of the Venerable Cross was celebrated according to the old calendar is yet another confirmation from God of the correctness of the faith of those who adhere to this old church style traditional calendar. It also serves as a reminder or a warning to those who direct church affairs today to reconsider their anti-canonical decision regarding the unilateral or forced introduction of the Gregorian, in other words, New Style calendar, since with this decision they alienated a large part of the Orthodox. A little note to the side. We pretty well know that by the fruits we shall recognize and discern true from false, right from wrong. You know what, dear people? If the calendar reformation would have been for purely scientific reasons, as I was told by a former OCA priest and some time ago, a priest who claimed that the Gregorian calendar or the new calendar is more accurate scientifically, hence the Julian or old calendar should have been should have been altered. Then this pattern of reasoning, belonging to modern supporters of ecumenism, by the way, is in fact so superficial and so wretched and so wrong, because if we take that to be the case, then we should all have elevated the Bulgarian ancient calendar, which is proven and accepted by UNESCO to be the most accurate, scientifically accurate calendar in the world. Not in a country, not in a continent, but worldwide. So that is the most scientifically accurate calendar in the world. The fact is that the calendar change in the Orthodox Church was not for the purpose of scientific correctness, but it relates clearly to the unity of the Orthodox Church, which is maintained symbolically through tradition and realistically. In the year of 2016, I learned about this calendar change directly from monastics during one of my visits and stay at a few Bulgarian monasteries. I do not make up this information on my own. I've mentioned in previous episodes. I'll continue to repeat this if need be, because so many people respond with so much expected opposition. I feel like this is something I need to say. I was given a blessing to spread this information throughout the Western world, and so to make it available to the Orthodox Christian laity. Father Dimitri Vissarion, a priest monk who serves in the Bulgarian church and preserves the old calendar, has published many books. I will be happy to share later in other videos excerpts from his books, information from his books. So he gave me a whole pile of his personally published books in 2016, and he said, take this to where you live. Give this pile in the church that you are attending, and the other pile keep and read for yourself. Bring this information on to the people in the West, because the heresy of ecumenism is raging and we have little time left to act. And so I did as he advised. My local OCA priest literally sank in silence, after which he followed with taboos and subsequent attacks via emails, in which he called me prideful, disobedient for wanting to open up discussions he had set taboos on, such as, the ecumenical movement, the calendar matter, the preservation of the old Orthodox Christian tradition, and the canons in all of their fullness and purity. He used threats such as to scare me that you will not be happy if you move that direction. But here we come once again to the same old point. Do you choose superficial happiness over the truth, capital T? Christ has told us that the truth shall set us free. And so, I choose the truth. People who choose the other way around typically are people pleasing, typically engage in some kind of a manipulation, some kind of defenses. And that is understandable that it happens to many of us for as long as we're unaware. But if somebody genuinely in full awareness all of one's capacity is following the truth and comes to know what it represents, um, one carries a responsibility to guard and stand up to that reality. What do you all choose? That's my question to you again and again. And so with this, I will end this part of the video today. Thank you for joining me once again. As I have mentioned before, I'm not making any profit, any financial money from these videos. I am not a professional video editor. I do spread this information though because it is very important to specifically to Orthodox Christians. If you're not Orthodox and you are not interested in this, that's completely okay. You're welcome to watch my videos, but you don't have to watch the videos. If you are interested, feel free to subscribe. And ask questions right in the comment sections. As I mentioned, I don't make up any of this information. I am researching and I am compiling information. I directly basically translate articles from the Bulgarian website and books, which belong to Orthodox Christian sources, Bulgarian history and culture, and I deliver them here. The resources you guys will always find in the comments section. So thank you again for joining me. I hope that you have a good rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Thank you.